Hey folks, Daily Landsblog for the 14th of September 2018. Oh great, there's a plane overhead. Can you hear that plane case?
Yeah.
That's okay though, it just gives ambient noise. Can you hear the barbecue case?
Yeah.
Barbecue.
Sizzling.
Yeah, and who am I barbecuing for? Brando. And here's one of the real quandaries you have. You don't know how he likes his meat. Does he like it rare? Does he like it well done? I'm going to guess with rare. Okay. We do this every day, 364 days a year, probably on average 362. And every day is important to me. But today is particularly important because I've spent the last, 3-4 hours on Twitter and having conversations on direct message and conversations on email and text and WhatsApp and every other mode of conversation you can have, except face-to-face. God forbid I ever see anyone, actually. But here's my point and why it's so important. I have heard multiple times today, I mean a half dozen times, from people who simply can't accept the fact that their illness is not self-inflicted, that somehow it is not their fault. And therefore, because they feel it's their fault, they deny themselves the treatment that could make them feel better. It's this mindset which says, well, I'm really struggling, I feel terrible, my life is on hold, my life is being ruined by this, but I'm to blame for it because I hear this voice in my head that keeps telling me I'm to blame for it. And because I am to blame for it, I don't deserve to go get help. In fact, if I go to get help, and this is what people think, if I go to get help, I will be depriving somebody else who has a real illness from getting help. And that is so incredibly damaging, but I understand it too. It's that voice that keeps telling you. One sec, Case. You entertain him while I'm doing this, okay?
Yeah, I got nothing.
How about fear of bees?
Yeah, not proud of it.
So here's what I'm going to say to you. And then at the end of this, I'm going to say SickNotWeak.com and blah, blah, blah. As a matter of fact, I'll say it right now. SickNotWeak.com, 24 hours a day, 364 days a year. We're here because sometimes someone has to tell you these things. So I will do this case, and then I'll give you a little nod of the head, and you cut, okay? I'm talking to you, and I'm telling you that when you wake up in the morning and you think, I feel numb from joy. I feel incapable of experiencing the life that I used to have or the life that I want to have. Or I wake up and I'm hit by this anxiety, this feeling of dread, this feeling that will not leave me, that something bad is going to happen and everything scares me and everything worries me. If that is you, I can tell you that there's nobody ever in the history of the planet that has inflicted that upon themselves. This is never a self-inflicted wound. This is never something that you bring upon yourself, ever. Not once has that ever happened. It's always genuine. It's always real. Accept that. And if you can't accept it, work on it. Keep repeating it. Keep researching it. Keep talking to people like me. Because in the end, the acceptance that your illness is an illness and not a weakness ultimately will allow you to go get help and to get better and to be able to look back and say, oh my God, what was I thinking?